This is a little bit of an unusual update for me. Normally, I talk about how many reviews I have left to do and where I'm going in the future and all that. Well, okay, I'm going to talk about that. But there's been some pretty significant changes that have happened this week. So currently, it's late September. For the past probably 3 months, I've been looking at leaving the state and going back to my home state. Well, I left my home several years ago when the financial crisis hit. If you remember that, back 2007, 2008. The high unemployment, no jobs. I went where the work was. And after I moved, I wasn't planning going back ever. I did not realize at the time that the financial crisis was nationwide. I really wasn't that aware of my surroundings. And a few years back is when I realized it was nationwide. I didn't know that. So it didn't really matter where I went. Every state was affected, some more than others. Anyhow, so the problem is where I'm living now, where I've been living for several years. And I mentioned in other videos, what's going on. Housing is extremely expensive. Cost of living in, the Northeast or Northwest is very expensive. So um, I want home ownership someday, and it's just not going to happen where I'm at. What I started doing back in June is looking back home, seeing what jobs are available, and I really wasn't getting too many bites. Well, the where I was at, that ended a few weeks ago, and when that ended, because I do very contract work, some self-employed stuff. When that ended, I shifted to high gear and said, you know what, I'm done. I don't want to live here anymore. I'm going to go back home where I can at least afford a house. So I spent about 4 weeks looking very, very heavily. And I've been getting interviews, quite a few. Unfortunately, a couple of people turned me down because I wasn't there and I wasn't ready to start like Monday. And I go, well, I can't. I'm not there. I need 2 weeks, which normally, you need 2 weeks notice anyway, right? They weren't willing to give that. Well, this week has been really busy because I've had a number of phone calls, and I've already had an interview. I have another one coming up, and I have another one next week. And that was just in the past few days that all this came up. So I'm planning on tentatively moving back at the beginning of October, which I figure by the time most people see this, it'll be months down the road. But that's my plan as I sit here right now. It's been a very busy week, and I've been looking around places to stay. Just doing a lot of search stuff, and packing all that. But I'm ready to go. I never planned to do this, but about 2-3 years ago, I knew a realtor, and a great guy. I liked him, and I said, is it possible you get a house in the area for under $250,000? He kind of laughed, and he goes, yeah, no. Now houses up here, 400, 500,000 is common, and I just can't do that. So going back home here in a couple days, I have an in-person interview to do, and I'm checking in on a few different homes. But with any luck, I'll be moving back home within about a week, maximum 2 weeks. It's time. It's been good to me up here. I've learned a lot. I've learned how to invest since I've been up here. I've changed my career path a little bit. I've been able to focus more. I've changed the direction of my life. So it's been a good experience. It just comes down to affordability. It's not affordable. The only people that have came here that said, yeah, it's not that expensive are from the Bay Area. So I guess when you're spending $750,000 on a house, I guess 400,000 isn't very much. But to us, it's pretty damned expensive. So that's my update. I have a video I'm in the middle of editing right now, and I'm going to try to post a couple more over the next few days, but these last 2 days have been super busy. The next 2 days, 3 days are going to be really busy, so I might not be able to post any. Like I said, getting ready to move and find a new place and reestablish myself. So I'm pretty excited about that. I know this isn't a really active channel. I don't have hundreds of, millions of viewers. Well, I don't think most people don't have that, but just a few people watch these. I wanted to give an update. So yeah, still working on videos, and right now I have about, as I record this, about 5 old videos. All the ones I'm shortening and reposting. There's about 5 to go, roughly. So those should be done probably within a week, and as soon as that's done, I have my backlog, my massive backlog of all these old beer reviews. Well, not old, but all these other beers that I want to post, but the reviews are longer, more detailed, as you've seen with the newer stuff I've done. Anyway, yeah, right now, so it's just the goal is to get back home and, reboot life and hopefully get my own place again and move forward. Pretty excited, looking forward to this stuff, so. I don't really have anything more. Just giving a quick update. So yeah, if anybody who might regularly watch this for new, my channel for new videos, if you happen to see, that there's nothing posted for a while, that's why. Just been a really busy week. Nothing more for now. I'm actually have my Alaskan Winter. I have a couple of bottles left, and they're not making it just yet, but I want to have a few of them. So, all right, well, that's all. So, cheers.